top 10 pickups that you're going to want to find yourself having out of Rage of the Abyss. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome. So we're going to start off over here with the Chaotic Allure Queen. I'm a huge fan of this card because I think this card is incredibly cool for what it is. So you can discard one other light or dark monster to special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so free body on the field, sure. You can target one monster in either graveyard and equip it to this card. And if you do, this card's name becomes that monster's until the end of this turn. Then if it's a light or dark monster, you can special summon a Dark Allure Queen monster from your deck or graveyard. Name manipulation. I can't possibly think of some method of madness out here to quite possibly find a way to break this card wide open, right? Nah, free discard special summons and free name change possibly couldn't be the reason why you'd want to have 3 copies of this card for the future. I wonder. Yeah, I think this card's pretty cool. And then we have the Time End Exalting Morganite of interesting things. A lot of people have told me that they believe that this card is super broken. Well, for the rest of this duel, you can apply these effects. So you can activate monster effects in the hand. Your monsters can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. And if your monster battles opponent's monster, inflict battle damage that's doubled to your opponent. And then you can banish this card from the graveyard to add a Morganite card from your deck to your hand, then place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Well, it searches for Time Tearing, or a copy of itself, which I guess is fine, but that double battle damage, we're going to really ping you for 200 with that Moon Mirror Shield. Yeah, I don't think that this card really lives up to the hype that's going around it, but I'm still going to put it on the pickups list because it is a Morganite card. You know what I mean? And we be prepared for that. These insect support cards. So not only do we get Battle Wasp support in the set, we got 3 pretty cool exclusive cards in this set that help out insects greatly. I like that they try to pick a theme in these sets and support them, and it definitely opens up the door to some relatively cool ideas. You know what I mean? Because Konami tries to find some cool method to make things work. Now, is the Battle Wasp stuff gonna be amazingly broken? I think the Battle Wasp stuff is fun. And you're allowed to look at the insect stuff and go, okay, this is fine. But this is just adding more onto the already existing insect pile of cards that we've already got. I love the fact that insect cards are just building up over time as a pile for you to be able to test out and do something with. So, looking pretty good there. And then we have the Protostar Dragon of the Void. So this is your super poly target of the set, if you will, which includes a light or dark dragon monster plus a dragon monster. Thank you. We're dedicating all week to the super poly targets that you need to have for 0 reason. On fusion, summoning target 1 card, or target card your opponent controls, up to the number of your light and dark monsters used as the fusion material and destroy them. But if this card is banished, you can target a level 4 light or dark dragon monster you control. Its level becomes 8. It's a super poly target. You don't get a lot of craziness in the super poly target department. You know what I mean? You get some cute ideas, but that's about it. Like, you take the good with the bad, I feel like, when you look at these sorts of cards. So, I'll take it. Surfacing Big Jaw. Okay, so real talk here for a second. You have 2 lines of waters to look at here. One, just picking up the shark cards just to play them in your shark deck. That's fine. The other thing you need to look at out here was, for some reason, the OCG with 7 Tachyon was getting really cheesy, trying to play the shark stuff as rank 4 fodder to be able to set up and go through their boards. It was I'm going to say a cute idea. I liked what they were trying to do. Point about all of this, though, is it's still water support at the end of the day. I think it's worth giving a note to, but it's all ideas. All right, it really just depends. Do you want it for, rise heal, or do you want it for being water support? The Centurion Primera. So if you picked up your Centurion core out of the tins this year, you're going to get rewarded by getting this brand new level 8 Synchro Tuner monster that gets you the ability to search for an emblem card on Synchro Summon. Consistency, by the way, that's the main thing I care about out of this. But it also has the ability to punt cards off the opponent's field. It can bring itself back, and if it's brought back, it can't be destroyed by battle. Alright, now I do want to point out here, life points. I saw it happen recently. It's a very real thing. This card is extremely good. I think it absolutely hits the top of the pickups out here because it's Centurion. Like, I'm happy to see what they're trying to do out here with these themes, and I want to see something more with it. The Six Samurai support. So, the Six Samurai support, I think, is pretty cool in this set. I don't think it's going to be anything too game-breaking, in my opinion. We've kind of noticed with a lot of the Six Samurai stuff for testing is it's gimmicky. But, everybody's going to be like, oh, if they move Gateway to 3, you can best bet your butt that it's going to be the best deck in the room. And it's the same trend. Happens all the time. You see something, you think it's broken, and it ends up kind of falling short of needing just a little bit more. And that's kind of the situation that we found ourselves in out here with the Six Samurai stuff. Is it's just a little bit suboptimal, and I really wish we got a little bit more for it. But, to say the least, I look forward to seeing what the Six Samurai stuff will do. And then, of course, we got to put the Molcharmy Fool Waltz on here. It is absolutely, if you're planning on playing competitively, the downside is, like, having this card just gives you such a crazy edge over your opponent. We always talk about having multi-purposing cards that can win you games. Unfortunately, this card checks every one of those. Wow, I can hit 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 decks in the meta. And you're paying for that cost of, holy crap, like, this card actually just does all of this. Yeah, I know, it's actually kind of insane at the end of the day. So, unfortunately, we have to leave it in the pickups, because if you're trying to play competitively, this and Dominus Impulse are going to be the 2 cards that you are going to need to have for the next couple of months. Actually, probably for the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, actually. Heart of the Blue Eyes. Not only if you're a Blue Eyes collector out here, this card is going to make you excited, even though you can't do anything with it in Blue Eyes, but it's also a Millennium card, which means for you Exodia enjoyers out there, you just got 3 more copies of Millennium Ankh in your deck, which is huge. Alright? This card being also able to punt something off of the field if your opponent summons, a level 8 or higher, or a 3,000 or more attack monster, and or whichever it is, as long as you successfully resolve the Millennium Ankh. So, I mean, it's a free discard to get the Ankh, which loads itself up for its, send the opponent's monster to the graveyard clause. This card's really good. This card's really, really good. Alright, but it makes top of the list not only for the Exodia enjoyers out there, but for the fact that it is the legendary 4th Blue Eyes White Dragon out there in existence. Yeah, you really love to see it. And then we got the ultimate dragon of Pride and Soul. I think that this is one of those cards that you kind of look at and you're like, yeah, give it to the collectible side of the game. We went through how many Magicians of Bonds in Unity, and it was awful. But it's 3 monsters whose original and attack and defense are 2,500. Fusion Summon card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and your opponent cannot target this Fusion Summon card with card effects while you have 25 or more cards in your graveyard. And this Fusion Summon card gains 4,500 attack and defense. And then once if your opponent has 25 or more cards in the graveyard, destroy all cards your opponent controls. 45-45. What a pain. But yeah, those are your top pickups for collectability to have. Yeah, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later, guys.
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.